Giudice reveals Kody Brown tension on Special Forces Season 4. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Season 4 has taken some surprising turns with its casting, so it's not unusual that there's a bit of tension among the roster. Giudice can't reveal much about her appearance, but has hinted at clashing with a certain cast member. While she didn't specify who, speculation points to Kody Brown. The show, which tests reality stars through extreme challenges, has been known for unexpected casting decisions. In Season 2, they featured controversial Bravo star Tom Sandoval, and in Season 3, Denise Richards appeared. Gia discussed her experience recently on her Casual Chaos podcast. She said she got along with most of the cast, but admitted there was one person who bothered her. There were definitely some people that would get under your skin a bit, and you guys will see that on the show, she shared. Though she didn't name names, many assumed she meant Sister Wives star Kody Brown, who is known for stirring strong reactions. His inclusion has already generated plenty of discussion online. You guys have been talking about him already, Gia added, so I'm sure you could assume who it is. But the rest of the cast was really amazing. Everyone was so strong, so motivating, and I think we motivated each other in some way. I would say we were a really strong team. Gia recently appeared on Next Gen NYC and will compete on Special Forces alongside her mom, Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice. She said she was thrilled to share the experience with her mother. It's not every day you get to say you've done some of the most challenging tasks with your mom, she said. During the OG 8 episode of Casual Chaos, Gia spoke about her time on the show, just 2 days after her participation in Season 4 was announced. I can't even name one person that I really did not get along with on this cast, she said. Still, she acknowledged there were definitely some people that would get under your skin, and seemed to be hinting at Kody Brown. His casting has been a topic of conversation, especially following the end of his marriages to Mary Christine and Janelle Brown. His separations from Mary Christine and Janelle all happened within a 14-month period. He is now only married to Robin Brown, whom he legally wed in 2014 after their spiritual marriage in 2010. Kody's relationship with his 18 children has also been a topic of discussion among fans of the show. But the fans weren't the only people who reacted negatively to Kody's casting. His fellow Season 4 castmate, Brianna Chicken Fry LaPaglia, also shared that she experienced tension with the Sister Wives star while filming. Let's just say I didn't know who he was while filming, she wrote in a since-expired Instagram story, according to US Weekly. And we didn't exactly get along. You will see. In addition to Gia, Kody, and Brianna, the cast includes Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice, Olympic gymnast Shawn Johnson-East and her husband, former NFL athlete Andrew East, and singer Jessie James Decker and her husband, former NFL athlete Eric Decker. Rounding out the cast is Empire alum Jussie Smollett, the Valley star Brittany Cartwright, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, alum Eva Marcille, model Chanel Iman, Transformers actor Ravi V. Patel, and Montana Boys TikToker Mark Estes. Speaking about her experience, Gia said, "The rest of the cast was really amazing. Everyone was so strong, so motivating, and I think we all motivated each other in some way. I would say we were a really strong team." Gia also enjoyed starring on the show alongside her mom. It's not every day that you get to say that you have done some of the most challenging and exciting tasks with your mom, she said. This is definitely an experience that I will hold very close to my heart and remember forever, that I was able to do this with her, she added. Kody Brown's casting on the upcoming 4th season of Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, is sparking conversation, not only among viewers but also among his fellow castmates. On the most recent episode of her Casual Chaos podcast, reality star and fellow Special Forces Season 4 cast member Giudice opened up about her time on the show, which is set to premiere on Thursday, September 25th at 9 p.m. ET on Fox. However, she did admit that there were definitely some people that could be a little frustrating, and you will see that on the show. While Gia didn't name anyone directly, she hinted that she was referring to Sister Wives star Kody. You guys have all been talking about him already, the Next Gen NYC star continued. So, I'm sure you could guess who it is. Kody's casting has caused a stir, with some criticizing Fox for giving him a spotlight. Known for his TLC reality show about his polygamous marriage, Kody has been in the center of public debate in recent years after his now ex-wives Meri Brown, Christine Brown, and Janelle Brown left the marriage. He remains married to Robyn Brown, with whom he legally tied the knot in 2014. Gia isn't the only Season 4 cast member who has spoken out about Kody. Last week, internet personality and Barstool Sports podcast host Brianna "Chicken Fry" LaPaglia hinted at tension with Kody while filming the training competition series. "Let's just say I didn't know who he was while filming," LaPaglia wrote in a now-expired Instagram story per Us Weekly. "And we didn't exactly get along, you will see." As for the rest of the cast, Gia told her podcast listeners they were really amazing, adding, "Everyone was so strong, so motivating. And I think we all encouraged each other in some way. I would say we were a really strong team. In addition to Kody, Gia, and Brianna, the Season 4 cast includes Gia's mom and Real Housewives icon Teresa, controversial Empire actor Jussie Smollett, Olympic gymnast Shawn Johnson East and her husband, former NFL star Andrew East, singer Jessie James Decker and her husband, ex-NFL athlete Eric Decker, the Valley star Brittany Cartwright, model Chanel Iman, Transformers actor Ravi V. Patel, TikToker Mark Estes, and Real. Tensions are forming between Sister Wives star Kody Brown and a Real Housewives of New Jersey cast member ahead of their debut on Fox's Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. Giudice, daughter of Teresa Giudice, discussed the situation on her Casual Chaos podcast. She explained where her professional relationship with Brown stood during the competition. "I can't even name one person that I really did not get along with on this cast," Giudice stated. "We are a bonded family. We are seriously so close, and we were all there for each other." She added that there were definitely some people who could be a bit challenging at times, and you guys will see that on the show. "You guys have all been talking about him already," she added. "So I'm sure you could assume who it is. But the rest of the cast was really amazing." Since news of Brown's casting broke in early August, his addition to the lineup of reality stars, podcasters, professional athletes, and actors has sparked plenty of online conversation. The chatter will likely spark more interest in the series, which is entering Season 4. According to TV series Finale, the show's third season drew an average of 1.55 million viewers, marking a 21% drop compared to Season 2. By casting the polarizing Sister Wives star, they are pulling in an existing TLC audience. And the reported disagreements between Brown and his fellow castmates will continue to draw viewers into the drama. Giudice isn't the only cast member who has already spoken about the TLC star. Podcaster Brianna "Chicken Fry" LaPaglia also mentioned she and Brown did not always see eye to eye. Us Weekly shared details of LaPaglia's comments via her Instagram story. One of her followers asked if it was awkward filming with Brown. "Let's just say I didn't know who he was while filming," she wrote on the social media site. "And we didn't exactly get along well. You will see." Also competing are Eric Decker and wife Jessie James Decker, Mark Estes, Olympian Shawn Johnson, and her husband Andrew East, model Chanel Iman, actor Ravi V. Patel, Olympian Christy Pierce Rampone, NBA star Nick Young, and former NFL players Randall Cobb and Johnny Manziel. In the high-stakes world of reality television, the personal journeys of those in the spotlight often become starbursts of emotion and revelation. Among these, the deeply intimate confessions that emerge from show stars can resonate far beyond the screen. One such poignant moment comes from Sister Wives star Meri Brown, whose candid reflections on Instagram shattered the veneer of composure and brought into sharp view the grief, confusion, and healing that follow the unraveling of a once holy union. Meri Brown, known as Kody Brown's legal first wife in the controversial plural family dynamic depicted on Sister Wives, recently took to social media to make a deeply vulnerable admission. Though she did not specifically name Kody, her words spoke volumes, summoned from a space of raw, unfiltered emotion. She shared a video captioned, "Our healing journeys are as unique as our life stories. There's no rulebook for the exact right way on how to grieve, process, or move through and beyond tough circumstances. I know the things I need to process my grief and to move forward, just like everybody else does. It's so individual and it's so unique to each of us. The process is not the same for everybody. This was more than just a message of encouragement. It was a heartfelt confession of grief and uncertainty, offered to all those experiencing rupture and change. To appreciate the gravity of Mary's confession, it's important to revisit the history between her and Kody Brown. They were married in 1990, entering into a spirituality-bound plural marriage that would later be legally dissolved in 2014, so that Kody could legally marry Robin Brown and adopt her children. Despite the legal divorce, Mary continued a spiritual marriage with Kody and remained a central figure in the family for many years. In December 2022, Kody publicly stated that their marriage was entirely over, sparking a tell-all moment in which Mary recounted, "This last anniversary, he's like, 'I don't even know why you called me Mary.' And she responded, 'If that's where we are, don't you think we should address that publicly?' They made their split official in 2023, describing it as a mutual, permanent ending following years of trying to make their spiritual marriage work. The path to this conclusion was marked by emotionally devastating events, among them decisions involving the symbolic melting of wedding rings, which Mary later described as a powerful and painful act that felt like the dissolving of their marriage. She said, "Who's to say that he didn't just melt down our whole relationship in that moment? Symbolically, that's what he did to me." Mary's confession underlines something profoundly universal. Grief doesn't follow any rulebook. In the wake of divorce or separation, especially after decades-long commitments, there is no guide. There's no formula for when the tears will subside, when memories will fade, or when closure will emerge. Her words validate the non-linear, messy, and deeply personal nature of healing. By acknowledging that some days bring flight and others leave us stumbling, Mary stripped away shame and expectation. She allowed herself, and by extension her audience, to recognize that stillness, turbulence, and even faltering steps are all part of a built-in process of emotional recovery. Mary isn't the only one navigating this dissolution. Kody Brown and Giudice Brown, too, have made confessions that map their emotional trajectories post-divorce. Kody Brown revealed that her marriage had lost emotional closeness, describing it as mechanical and unfulfilling. After Kody married Robin in 2014, she felt increasingly neglected in multiple areas of her life. She noted, "Kody later married David Woolley in 2023 and opened up about how leaving her plural marriage and Mormonism allowed her to reclaim personal agency in her relationships, focusing on emotional connection before marriage." Giudice Brown reconsidered her swift engagement to Kody after reflecting on how a longer courtship, like his with Robin, might have changed everything. She confessed, arguably in regret, that each confession, Mary's grief, Kody's emotional void, Giudice's retrospective doubt, paints a mosaic of shifting identity and the long personal journey toward resolution. What binds these narratives is the severing of the old self and the birth of something new. Whether through grief, disappointment, or questioning, each of the women has stepped into a starkly different world. Mary confronts her grief daily and acknowledges that healing is personal and unpredictable. Her confession is an act of radical honesty, breaking away from labels that may have kept her tethered to an identity linked to Kody. Kody broke free both emotionally and spiritually. Her embrace of personal autonomy after a disconnected marriage signals a reassertion of her emotional needs. Giudice reevaluates decisions made in haste. Her doubt reveals the importance of pacing and autonomy in relationships, choices she never fully owned. They shine a light on grief as universal. Whether it's a celebrity or a neighbor, grief carves unexpected paths. They advocate for emotional literacy. Admitting to being broken and acknowledging the variance in healing timelines teaches us emotional courage. They dismantle stigma. Society places pressure to move on quickly, but Mary's words remind us healing isn't linear or competitive, it's real. They capture the power in reflection. Kody's and Giudice's realizations demonstrate the value of asking, "What did it teach me?" rather than, "Why did it end?" Mary Brown's heartfelt confession, a declaration that grief has no uniform roadmap, was more than just a social media moment. It was a mirror for anyone wrestling with love lost, identity reclaimed, or peace yet to be found. It opened a window into the personal unraveling that millions endured privately. Her words echo softly but powerfully. You may soar or stumble, sometimes both in a single breath, and that's part of the journey. 0. When we recognize that healing is as unique as the lives we've led, we grant ourselves the latitude to feel, to process, and ultimately, to choose what lies beyond heartbreak.